Welcome back to Ride Next, your ultimate destination where every ride tells a story and every machine earns its spotlight. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a machine that's not just a motorcycle, it's a resurrection of a legend. This is the 2026 Yamaha XS 650, a modern reincarnation of a classic that helped define an era of motorcycling. From its iconic parallel twin engine configuration to its unmistakable silhouette, the XS 650 is back with a vengeance, marrying vintage soul with contemporary performance and reliability. Whether you're a retro enthusiast, a daily rider, or a café-copyright racer builder, the 2026 XS 650 might just be the perfect blend of old-school charm and modern-day finesse. Let's kick off with the heart of this beast, the engine. The new XS 650 carries forward the essence of the original 653cc parallel twin engine but updates it significantly for today's roads and regulations. Yamaha has retained the 360-degree crank layout, which gives the engine its distinctive thump and character. However, the internals have been modernized. We're talking about fuel injection instead of carburetors, lightweight forged pistons, and a counterbalancer that smooths out the vibes just enough without killing the rawness of the ride. This parallel twin now pumps out around 50 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 59 Nm of torque at 6,000 RPM. Which puts it in a sweet spot, enough punch for spirited riding but still controllable for newer riders or purists who appreciate simplicity over brute force. Performance-wise, Yamaha has made a conscious decision to keep things authentic while making necessary improvements. The 5-speed gearbox remains, paying homage to the original, but it's smoother and more precise thanks to updated gear ratios and a slipper assist clutch that makes gear changes lighter and prevents rear-wheel hop during aggressive downshifting. The power delivery is linear, with strong mid-range torque, ideal for city riding and back-road cruising. Top speed hovers around 170 km/h. But that's not the point of this bike. This isn't a machine built for track dominancia, it's for the joy of the ride, the feel of the engine, and the soundtrack of that deep, burbling exhaust note that only a parallel twin can produce. Speaking of sound, Yamaha has gone to great lengths to ensure the XS 650 sounds as good as it looks. The 2-into-2 exhaust system, with dual P-shooter-style mufflers, delivers a rich, retro tone. It's not overly loud, but it sings when you rev it. There's also a little backfire pop on the acceleration, a subtle nod to the vintage soul this bike embodies. For enthusiasts of the original XS models from the 70s and 80s, the auditory experience will feel incredibly nostalgic yet refined. Now, let's talk about Designa, and oh, what a beauty this machine is. The 2026 XS 650 keeps the proportions, stance, and detailing of the original model intact while refining it with premium materials and subtle modern updates. The fuel tank has that signature teardrop shape, holding 14 liters, with a flawless metallic paint finish and hand-painted pinstripes, available in heritage colorways like candy red, midnight black, and vintage pearl. A brushed aluminum Yamaha emblem sits proudly on either side, instantly connecting the modern XS to its lineage. The frame is a new tubular steel cradle design that mimics the original double cradle structure but improves rigidity and weight distribution. You get modern telescopic forks up front with 120 mm of travel and twin adjustable rear shocks with 100 mm of travel, designed to offer that soft, floaty ride feel without compromising too much on stability. Suspension tuning focuses on comfort, absorbing most road imperfections gracefully, making it perfect for weekend rides, commutes, or even light touring. What's truly special here is how Yamaha has resisted the urge to go too modern. There's no massive TFT touchscreen or ride-by-wire electronics. Instead, the XS 650 sports a pair of retro twin analog dials, one for speed, one for rhythm, complemented by a tiny digital screen for trip info and fuel range. This choice keeps the rider focused on the road and connected to the motorcycle. The switchgear is classic in look but tactile and backlit for night rides. Even the headlamp is a round LED unit that looks vintage but offers crisp illumination, while the tail light is a minimalist bullet-style LED setup. The ergonomics of the 2026 XS 650 are one of its most appealing features. The seating triangle is neutral and upright, just like the original. The wide handlebars provide excellent leverage, while the seat, crafted from faux leather and detailed with stitching, offers comfort for both rider and passenger. Seat height sits at 810 mm, making it accessible to a broad range of riders. The mid-set foot pegs give a relaxed feel, and combined with the lightweight 187 kilograms, but curb weight, maneuverability in urban environments is easy and intuitive. The wheels are another vintage nod, with wire spokes wrapped in modern tube-loose tires, 18 inches at the rear and 19 up front. Braking has been upgraded, though, with dual 298mm discs up front and a 245mm rear disc, both supported by ABS. The stopping power is progressive and smooth, complementing the retro riding dynamics without overwhelming them. What's perhaps most impressive is how Yamaha has blended classic engineering with modern-day practicality. The bike comes with a USB-C port hidden near the headstock for charging devices, optional heated grips for colder climates, and a discreet immobilizer for theft protection. There's also a subtle traction assist system and not full traction control, but enough to help in wet or slippery conditions without interfering in dry riding fun. Another major win is the XS 650's customization potential. Just like its predecessor, Yamaha has kept the chassis and subframe easy to modify. They've even partnered with aftermarket brands to offer bolt-on kits, a café copyright racer tail units, scrambler styling exhausts, and flat-track handlebars. The modular nature of the design means you can truly make it your own without compromising the core essence of the machine. Now for the part many of you are waiting for: the price. The 2026 Yamaha XS 650 is expected to launch with a base price of $8,499, which positions it competitively in the modern classic segment. For that price, you're getting more than just a motorcycle, you're getting a piece of motorcycling history, refined and reborn. There will be optional packages like the Heritage Edition for an extra $600, which includes chrome accents, bar and mirrors, and custom badging, and a touring pack that adds soft panniers and a rear rack. What truly sets the XS 650 apart from the crowd is its authenticity. In a world where bikes are becoming more digital, more electronic, and arguably more disconnected, Yamaha's decision to bring back a near-analog, emotionally resonant machine is a bold idea and a welcome one. The XS 650 is a bridge between generations, giving older riders a machine that reminds them of their youth while introducing younger riders to a pure and soulful riding experience. In the age of hyper-nakeds, track-focused sport bikes, and electronic-laden adventure machines, the XS 650 cuts through the noise with simplicity, charm, and personality. It's a reminder that sometimes less truly is more. Riding this bike is about the wind, the road, the sound, and the feeling, and not traction modes or launch control. And that, right there, is its unique selling point. So if you're looking for a motorcycle that's not just a machine but a conversation starter, not just transportation but the time machine, the 2026 Yamaha XS 650 deserves a place at the top of your list. It's practical enough for everyday use, stylish enough to turn heads, and classic enough to be timeless. That's all for today on Ride Next, where we bring you the bikes that matter, the rides that inspire, and the machines that stir your soul. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rebirth of the Yamaha XS 650, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update on two-wheeled legends of past, present, and future. Let us know in the comments, would you ride the new XS 650, or do you prefer the original classics? Until next time, ride safe, ride true, and ride next.